My name's Karen Webb, and I'm Jayda's foster mother. She was born at 27 weeks, so she was about 3.5 months early. She was 1 pound 9 ounces at birth and about 12 inches long. She was very sick. Part of that was for medical reasons, part of it was social because their home life was not good, and the hospital staff were very concerned about her going back home. March 15th, 2004, Jayda was burned severely. There had been a party at the house. Both parents were drug addicts, and so they had a party, and she was placed on the mattress that the family shared. She actually had been placed on a heater that had an open coil on it, didn't have a cover on it, but through the night she actually rolled and slipped between the mattress and the heater and was wedged there through the night. The burns were quite severe. They were 4th degree. Most of her back, her neck, just part of her ear missing, a spot on her face, her arm, but the back was considered what they would call a cave-in, so it was quite deep. They had to do grafting immediately. So my husband and I prayed about it first. We talked to the other children and just gave them the scenario. Here's what we've been given, and how do you feel about bringing this baby home? And so everybody agreed. We went to meet her the next day. She had a lot of respiratory issues. In fact, 27 diagnoses when we left the hospital with her. We had a lot of hospital stays, a lot of ambulance rides, 3 helicopter rides that I remember of, just a lot of scary stuff with her breathing. We decided to start her in dance class here at Jayda, and more for therapy reasons than anything else, because she just needed to keep mobile, but she loved it. And of course, at 3, you're kind of limited. They offer a combo class for ballet, tap, and baton, I think it was then. But once she was old enough, she began to do every type of genre that they had. And her breathing just was not right. Like, she gasped for air all the time. The doctors were not hopeful that she would have the capacity for doing dance with her airway, that they didn't know if she would just get enough air even with reconstructing. They said, let her try, but we don't think she's gonna get real far. It just requires a lot of air and breathing and just a lot of exercise, and it's strenuous on your body to be a dancer. But she wanted to do it, and so we just continued bringing her, and she did well. Not only could she move, but she was very, very flexible, and it was just amazing to see that God had brought her through that, but not only brought her through it, but overcame all of those obstacles and the things that they said were not going to be possible for her, she was able to do. We did not know that God had bigger plans for her. It wasn't really about the competition and moving on. It was about who was going to see her testimony and watch her dance and know what God had brought her through. We got a phone call the day before convention, and she was asked to dance and share testimony on the Giant Center stage, and so that was huge. She's had so many opportunities since then, and God has just really used her. And it's just beautiful to watch her dance. Like, it usually brings me to tears. It always brought my husband to tears. And then July 21st, 2018, my husband had gotten up early, as he did every day. He was driving our son to work, and normally he would not have woke me up. But that morning he did, and I was so grateful that I had those couple of moments that I can remember back on, because 15 minutes after he left the house, they had swerved to miss a deer, hit a telephone pole, and Keith did not survive that accident. So I had no idea that we were gonna be raising these children on my own. We had thought that this was for life, 36 and a half years and 13 children later. My favorite verse has always been Jeremiah 29:11. And I truly, truly believe that I have to hold on to that. That I know that even through all of this, He still has great plans for our future. Some of them don't remember Keith, and I think that hurts me the most, because some of them were so young and they just don't remember, but I'm trying to keep that memory alive. Jayda's been super good at showing videos to the kids of their dad, and they can hear his voice, and talking about him often. Jayda's not the only one that has overcome obstacles, but Jayda's overcome so many things, and we're so proud of her, as we are all the kids. She's just used her talents for the Lord, and we're so grateful for that.